Sanjana, you went around the main venue here in Aspinwall House. What are your impressions when you see these works, the artists and the vision thereof?
Well, what's been really exciting for me, and I haven't quite finished and seen it all yet, but I came here 3.5 years ago, or almost 2 years ago. I came here, in fact, a month before the very first Biennale. And there was the performative aspect of the Biennale that was being inaugurated, and I came to be part of that with a friend and colleague, Ramachandran K.G. And Bose and Riaz took me around all the venues that were empty or being set up. And it's just so exciting to be here now. And I didn't come the first year, I didn't come the first Biennale, but I'm excited to be here now and actually see how beautifully the spaces have been inhabited. They really have been inhabited and taken over, and with the idea, I mean, and it's so clear that the world exploration idea has really embedded the spaces and the walls, and that's what's really, really exciting for me. I just think this is such an amazing thing. I can't believe that this tiny little group of crazy, wonderful artists have gone out there and made it happen. And I wish we had more people like this, and I wish our government would wake up to the fact that it has to have solid backing. Of course, it has to have backing of many, many, many factors of the corporate sector and lay people. But the government really has to wake up to the fact that it's something that's desperately important. And not only the government, I mean, spaces like this have been made available. Kochi is just a gorgeous, gorgeous place for this to happen in. And I'm just so sad I'm only here one day, and it's such injustice to be here one day. I'm literally zipping through, but I will be back, and not this time, perhaps, maybe not, I don't know if maybe before March, I don't know. But this clearly needs to be experienced leisurely. Something like this, like a Biennale, needs leisure, needs time, needs hanging out, it needs to have an adda mentality, and not this zooming in and zooming out mentality, which is what unfortunately I've come with today. But I've just tasted a flavor of what it's all about.
In theatrical terms, come from theatre, do you think Aspinwall House, the site itself, is a key protagonist?
Absolutely. When Riaz took me around, and he took me here and to Pepper House, and everywhere I went, oh my God, I could do theatre here. Oh my God, I could do theatre there. Oh, I want to use this space. I mean, I could, this should be a space for performance right here under these trees. The space is incredible, and because it has so many different varieties of types of spaces, I'm sure it was really exciting for artists as well, and for Jitesh to really work through the spaces with the work and with the ideas that flow through, and that's also clearly there. There is this feel of this idea that takes you through this particular space, which is so beautiful. Gosh, no, I think the space is fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. I wish every city in our country had spaces like this that could just become spaces that inhabit works of art. Where you also should be able to choose just to go to one section, one day, and not go for the whole lot, and just see one section one day, or one
it takes
little
time.
Yeah, and just let it absorb it, let it sit with you, because I think what this kind of work also does, and which is what excites me about it, is that it's not consumeristic work. It's not work you can go and say, oh, I've seen that and it was gorgeous and pretty and lovely and beautiful, and that's it. It's work that demands you to participate and work with it. So whether it's something that you need to go back and think about, or go back and read about, or ponder on a little more and then revisit. And for me, that's what I think is really interesting about a piece of art, is that it pulls you along with it and engages you. And that's what this Biennale has managed to evoke and that's remarkable. I think that's really beautiful.
One last question. Anything that struck you particularly, any work that you thought was different, challenged you?
Oh gosh,
took
that's
you to-
difficult. That's difficult for me to say because it's just, you know, I mean, even just this is such a gorgeous piece of work. I just love it. But it's really difficult for me to say because I've just come out of an onslaught of, as I said today, I did it in the wrongest way. You should not do this. Do not come to a biennale for one day. It's criminal. But I've been really attacked with such a huge amount of visual stimuli and mental inputs that it's just left me a bit boggled to sit down. I want to go home and go through the book
Yes.
and then really revisit a lot of the galleries that, you know, in one's mind that one went through. And as I said, I think that's what is different about a celebration of art like this. It's really about experiencing the work. It's not about saying I want to take that home and put it on my wall, or I want to take that and put it in my garden. It's about saying, my gosh, what did that experience do for me, or how did it touch me? And I think that that's what's lovely, and to be able to even simply, for me, part of the experience is also walking down the street and knowing I can just walk in there and I see another little exhibition and I walk in there and I see it. And for me, that is part of the experience, and that's what a city should do, and that's what it's all happening here in
Community
Kochi.
and art, yeah.
And I feel like it's the whole city, not the whole city, that's ridiculous, but the city is really, it's lending itself so beautifully to this field, and every city should be able to do it. It should be. You should be able to have this sort of pathway across the city where you can just dive off and walk into the most gorgeous little nooks and crannies of surprising engagements with art. And that's-
Haven't you never been on this?
Pardon? No. I am a virgin.
That's beautifully put.
Okay.
How's Dad doing?
He's okay. He's fine. He's frail, but he's all right. He's okay.
Does it travel?
No. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Sanjana.
you.
Thank you very much.